This blind man was able to enjoy the World Cup through the help of his best friend.
No, I'm not who you're expecting. Your driver got arrested for things he had to take care of. So I figured I'd complete the DoorDash for you. Take care.
When this father put his 1-year-old son down for just a second while he helped some handymen in their home, he got some unexpected help when his son decided to leap off the sofa.
Oh, yeah, oh my, the good save.
You want to sit inside?
Oh, no, thank you.
Not every luxury car owner is a douchebag.
Take a look, man. Thank you.
Sometimes they want other people to enjoy what they have as well.
Grazie.
When a small child ran onto a football pitch, security were quick to come to collect the boy, but the players had other ideas in mind. They say that animals understand human emotions better than most humans, and this horse is a great example of that. This guy's happy place is inside fast cars, so this vlogger decided to take him for a ride in a Lamborghini.
Eu m-am bucurat ca și un copil. Eu așa mă manifest și foarte tare, râd foarte mult pentru că mă bucură. Așa e felul meu de a fi.
No more candy. Oh no. Aww, that was really nice, Jackson.
You can even feel lonely in a crowded room, but this high schooler reached out to this girl and made a new friend. Gifts don't come more personal than this. This guy received a Build-A-Bear from the recipient of his son's donated heart, and there's a recording of the beating heart inside. This homeless man was captured giving his 2 dogs a birthday party. When it came time for the traditional mother-son dance at this groom's wedding, he didn't want her ALS to get in the way of her having that special moment. In the middle of lockdown, this man delivered 500 face masks to a police station to give to the public. This old lady waves to the school bus every afternoon, but today was her 93rd birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy! Thank you! Have a great weekend!
When a man slipped down between the train and the platform edge, it took the kindness of hundreds of people to get him free.
We are having taco night.
This grandma couldn't reach her neighbors on the phone, so she invited them over to dinner with a ring cam.
And you're welcome to get it. You hear me? We are having taco night. Good night.
When this kid found an empty bowl while trick-or-treating, he did the nice thing and refilled it out of his own stash for the next kids. This homeless man treated his pet dogs to a cake and party hats on their birthday. Some guys will stop traffic just to save a scared turtle in the middle of an intersection. This guy was streaming live in Japan when a random girl walking past signaled that she was being followed. His instincts kicked in, and he stayed with the girl until her stalker left.
Hi. Yeah. It's alright. Have a good night, man. Hi. Are you in danger?
Yes, very dangerous.
At the World Figure Skating Championships, 2nd and 3rd place realized that the 1st place skater was considerably shorter than them, so they did the sportsman-like thing. Despite the obvious risk, these people put themselves in danger to help a bear stuck in a barrel. This student was a victim of bullying, so his classmates decided to cheer him up by buying him some new clothes and shoes. This guy was running a fundraiser for a children's cancer hospital on Twitch when he received a $1 million check.
Bro, are you kidding me?
From Twitch. This guy stopped his van and ran over a busy street just to help another human in need. This guy found a unique way of helping a fellow boater in some serious trouble. This kid had to spend his birthday in quarantine, so the local police force decided to provide some entertainment. This man cycled 1,400 miles to honor the memory of his daughter, and finished his journey by listening to the beating of her donated heart inside the man whose life she'd saved. This bus driver goes above and beyond the call of duty, proving that there's always time in your day for kindness.
The passenger, Gene Hubbard, is blind, and construction near the stop where he gets off blocked the path he usually takes to the sidewalk across the street. So Turner took him by the arm and helped him navigate the orange cones.
During this young girl's cancer treatment, she kept her mind off things by watching Gordon Ramsay cooking shows. So he decided to drop in and surprise her at school.
Next time I see you, let's have dinner together. You've got some tough months ahead of you, but I know you're gonna get through this.
As a motorcyclist, you always need to be aware of your surroundings. And this guy was one of the first to notice that this elderly pedestrian needed help.
Take it easy, take it easy. Put your hand in her hand. Look, what a nice lady you have here. Thank you.
This complete stranger returned a lost purse to this lady's house.
That's not me, though. Oh my God, that's my daughter.
So you can sometimes rely on the kindness of strangers. No matter how confident you are in the kitchen, you always go to Dad if you need help opening a jar.
Vai que dá, vai que dá.
When a player's hijab came loose, the other team formed a privacy guard to protect her modesty. This biker saw a guy struggling to get his heavy load up a hill. His kindness won't be forgotten. This man's son passed away in a car accident, but was able to donate his organs to those in need. He's just received a package with a Build-A-Bear inside, loaded with a recording of his son's heartbeat that was transplanted in a boy who needed a new heart. The only thing better than catching a home run is making a little kid's night.
To square him up, we don't see that a whole lot, but Judge was on it.
Not only a Yankee fan wearing a Judge t-shirt.
On a hot day, the offer of a cold beer is always welcome. On this Father's Day, these men bought everything this food vendor had so he could go home and spend time with his family. Everyone needs a spotter like the guy in yellow. This dash cam captured a man giving his umbrella to a homeless couple in the middle of a storm. When this car became submerged in floodwaters with a woman and her dog inside, one man jumped in to save them both. Thankfully, everyone made it out okay.
I got you, dog. Swim to the boat, swim to the boat.
After a grand final win, these AFL players invited their biggest fan on field to celebrate with them. This guy was stopped by the police for having a child in a car with no child seat.
The reason why I stopped you is because you got a child in the car with no child seat.
But what he didn't realize was that the child was inside his secretly pregnant wife.
We do have a child in the car with no car seat.
I love my amazing dad. Oh.
Congrats, man. Thank you.
After a month of fundraising, these kind-hearted people surprised one lucky member of the community by giving them an extraordinary tip.
You are kidding me. I can't take this. You're kidding me. Can I hug you? Can I hug you?
If this clip of kids teaching another kid to ride his bike doesn't fill your heart, then it must be made of stone.
Oh, the neighborhood kids trying to teach my baby how to ride the bike with no training wheels, and I think it's just the cutest thing.
Once again, the cops step up with this example of generosity during lockdown. After this teacher's shoes were stolen, his kind-hearted students pitched in to replace them, and tears certainly did flow. Watch this beautiful moment as this little guy's hearing aid is activated. After a truck tipped on its side, the other truckers leapt in to rescue the driver. Luckily, everyone was fine. At this man's 60th birthday party, he watched a heartfelt video from a friend who couldn't make it. Well, he could, and he was standing behind him the whole time.
Love you, brother. Take care of you.
I don't have to do with that.
You're crying, Tony. You're crying.
Here. Oh, crap!
This Good Samaritan makes it her personal mission to maintain the graves of forgotten soldiers.
And after almost 600 headstones cleaned,
just makes me feel good in a lot of different ways.
What began as a high-speed police operation ended up as the cutest snowball fight ever. This man found a lost little boy afraid on the street, and his first instinct was to take care of him.
You lost? It's okay. Come with me. Come with me. What's your name? You know your last name? You are, youngin'? Okay. Want a Pop-Tart?
The kindness of strangers when you least expect it is enough to make anyone cry.
Is she serious?
There's something heartwarming about watching a group of strangers all entertaining one baby. This truck driver has been waiting his whole life to finally put his tow bar to good use. When your postman delivers mail and fixes your lawn trimmer, you live in a decent neighborhood. Every day, this man fills a small trough with water for the local animals. This little brother is helping his disabled sister score her first basket. Most people keep driving, but this man saw the danger of an open sewer and stepped in despite the oncoming traffic. These kids gave their disabled friend the confidence boost he needed and celebrated his goal. In this school gym class, everyone is included, no matter their ability. When this biker noticed a runaway walker going down the street, he rescued it and returned it to its grateful owner.
Thank you, sir.
This police officer stopped this guy for speeding, but after hearing his story about an upcoming presentation, gave him a lesson on how to tie a tie.
Probably not the best now, but it'll work. A lot better than what I was going to do, that's for sure. Thank you so much.
When this car drifted into the intersection, a woman in another car saw the driver slumped over the wheel and ran into traffic to prevent a disaster. There's always time for patriotism, even if you're in the middle of a FedEx delivery.
I don't know how to put into words what I say to him. Do I just say, thank you for giving me a second chance at life?
Get your Kleenex ready, as this little girl's about to meet the bone marrow donor who saved her life.
And I love you, and I'm so happy that you're okay. That's all I could ever want.
This is the moment graduates at a Texas university found out that an anonymous donor has paid off all their student debts.
You are debt-free. You do not owe the college a penny.
A true friend will always lend a shoulder when you need it. This paralyzed groom was able to fulfill his dream of dancing with his wife on his wedding day, all thanks to two of his best men. When the orchestra finds out it's your birthday, they'll surprise you the only way they know how. This son was able to give his parents the best Christmas gift ever, a note from the bank confirming he'd paid off their house.
No, hijo.
I love you.
Sometimes being kind is as easy as stretching your foot out. This little guy had an instant connection with someone just like him. 40 years of attending games, and one lady had never walked away with a game ball. In comes a stranger to save the day. When this bartender noticed one of his patrons was struggling to breathe, he leapt into action to save his life. This woman used to be homeless. She's overwhelmed with the selflessness of this amazing 11-year-old boy who collects diapers for those less fortunate.
Coming from where I came from and now here, it's because of people like you. You're an amazing young man, and you can go far.
Matthew Lillard was meeting fans when one shy Scooby-Doo fan wanted to meet the actor who played Shaggy. It was only once he got into character, his tiny fan finally relaxed.
If you see a ghost, what do? You run!
There is nothing better than having your own personal cheer squad while doing the bottle flip challenge. After wearing the same beat-up Jordans since 1998, this teacher's students pooled their money together to buy him a brand new pair. Even at 107, this mom can still gift her 87-year-old daughter some candy. In this kitchen, one kid suddenly motions that he can't breathe. One man sprang into action, repeatedly performing the Heimlich maneuver until the boy coughed the food up, saving his life. Cleaning staff don't get the praise they deserve, so this time around, it was them that got the standing ovation from healthcare workers. Sometimes it's the little acts of kindness that are most profound. This girl loves her little sister so much, she'll even let her step all over her. This homeless man gave his coat to a freezing young boy, while many other people walked by.
Brother, you alright, little brother? What's the matter? You homeless?
Yeah.
You homeless? Yeah.
I'm cold.
Yeah, you cold, brother?
So
Let me give you my jacket. Let me give you my you good?
The heartwarming moment a dad surprises his blind son at school.
Hey, Rossi.
Daddy?
Yeah?
Hey, Daddy.
With one biker running low on fuel, another stepped in to give him a friendly push. This brave girl was fitted with custom running blades after losing her limbs to sepsis. The look of pride and accomplishment on her face is too real. When this driver spotted something strange on the road ahead, he just had to stop and help the little guy out. When you're thirsty, it doesn't matter what side of the picket line you're on.
We came out here peaceful, and this is what I'm trying to show y'all.
Good job, guys.
And positive.
In this fast food store, one employee helps a disabled customer finish his meal. When staff noticed this woman was celebrating her birthday on her own, they made sure she didn't do it alone. This elderly man was doing his best to cross the street quickly at the crossing, but was holding up traffic. In comes a friendly police officer to save the day. When a cancer patient was nervous about shaving bald, this barber shaved his own head to make her feel comfortable.
George took his hat off and started shaving his own head.
I said I wasn't gonna cry when I was shaving my head, and he made me cry. But those were happy tears.
Neck and neck, these cyclists decided to play rock, paper, scissors to see who would take the gold medal.
Rock, paper, scissors. They did it. He said paper, Pogacar said rock. I absolutely love that.
These girls just asked their stepmom to adopt them legally, and her reaction was next level. At first, it looks like another classic porch pirate. But no, this Ring camera captured a good neighbor hiding a package out of sight. On a hot summer's day, this street cat just wanted a drink, something this man was happy to help out with. To rescue this stranded dog, the fire department and animal control teamed up for this dramatic rescue. This delivery driver goes the extra mile to make sure his customers' packages aren't stolen. When a stray puppy ran loose on the freeway, traffic pulled to a standstill as everyone pitched in to help.
Oh, buddy!
Some passers-by noticed a house's balcony was on fire.
Hey, your house is on fire!
They alerted the owner just in time before the fire spread.
Thank you! Oh my God! Oh, wow.
When a cat got stuck in the doors of a train, this security guard pressed the emergency stop button to rescue the curious kitty. This lady was surprised by her childhood best friend on her 90th birthday. You're seeing hundreds of football fans sending a shower of cuddly toys into the crowd below. And who were the members of that crowd? Kids from the Rotterdam Sophia Children's Hospital. This is the joyful moment when kindergartners use sign language to sing happy birthday to their deaf custodian.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
If you had to choose love over money, which would you choose? This hospice patient wanted to see snow one last time, so her carers made it happen. This vet is trying to treat a very nervous dog that had been abused. All it took was patience and a whole lot of love to get this dog to trust him. When given the choice to spend some money on themselves or someone in need, most children make the right choice. This kid wasn't feeling confident about his ability until he got a surprising pep talk from his teammate.
Everyone's older than me. Everyone's bigger.
You don't have to tackle.
Oh, listen to me. Trust me. Look at me. I'm the shortest kid here. Listen, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're short, you're young. Bro, you are a brilliant rugby player. You understand that? You're insane. You are actually insane for your age. You're insane. Come here, give me a hug.
These guys found an injured and dehydrated bird that they lovingly nursed back to health.
That's pretty awesome.
Hell yeah, buddy.
When the snowplow man arrived, the kids begged him to leave the area alone so they could play. He was happy to make their day a little brighter. You never know how much just a wave can make someone's whole night. These construction workers are washing the feet of a blind woman who accidentally walked in wet cement.
That's so nice.
In this children's hospital, one patient takes his little buddy on a ride in his radio flyer wagon. When raccoons eat too much, they need to be rescued from the inside of trash cans.
What's up, guys?
Luckily, this guy was ready to help.
There goes two. You could do it. Whoa, look at that full belly.
This lady ran over to warn her neighbors that their house was on fire. Luckily, her banging woke everyone up in time and they could get out.
Get out! Move!
It's okay.
This kind helicopter pilot decided to take time out of his flight to help this guy sweep up. This Good Samaritan noticed there was a car safety issue and did something about it.
Oh, thank you.
Do you own a remote control car? Well, why not use it to feed some stray cats? Do you want to know what support looks like? Wait till the end of this clip. When this guy's wife went into labor, he asked plenty of people to stop and help until he finally found someone kind enough. Brendan Fraser couldn't keep his emotions at bay when he received a 20-minute standing ovation for his new film. This fox's tail was trapped under a rock, and he didn't know it, but this massive, scary thing bearing down on him had actually come to help. Praying mantises may always look like they're begging, but this one was hungry and one guy was happy to help out. Weddings really are the places where lifelong disabilities can be forgotten just for a few minutes. There's a very special relationship between this senior citizen and her garbage collection guy. He promised her a cake if she reached 100 years old, and he made good on his promise.
Happy birthday to you.
Make a wish. To live to 105.
Shut up.
After spilling a man's beer, Dylan Larkin borrowed $20 to give to the fan to replace it.
Knocked over the guy's beer. I feel bad.
This biker saw a brush fire and decided to take matters into his own hands before it got out of control. When Rui Patricio noticed a young fan was cold, he offered him his jacket to keep him warm. This biker acted as a shield for an elderly man trying to cross the road. As you can see from this clip, some things are much more important than winning.
I have never seen anything like that.
There should be an award.
This may be the very definition of brotherly love. As band director, it's your job to make the band sound and look good, but standing in front of lawn sprinklers to stop them getting wet? Nah, not in the job description. This guy really goes the extra mile to help his son enjoy life. You might not realize what you're seeing at first, but these two buses are shielding these motorcyclists as they pass over a bridge during a storm. After this deputy's colleagues chipped in to buy him a pair of Enchroma glasses, he was able to see color for the very first time in his life.
I saw my wife's eyes for the first time last night, and they were just such a beautiful blue.
This guy wins all of our hearts by building a food and water dispenser for stray dogs. This firefighter carried this exhausted woman to the finish line over the last 200 meters of the Boston Marathon.
Full of very happy people right now. Former Bruin Bobby Carpenter, former Boston Pride player Denna Lang just finished, and they're live with Steve Burton. Steve?
Who needs walking sticks when you've got a friend like this? Another good Samaritan helping out his fellow motorists. Makes a change from road rage. It's nice to see this example of kindness between two different delivery people. This is a much nicer way of deciding who wins a hockey game. Who needs all that violence? When the Japanese national anthem started playing for this gold medalist, Canadian athlete Keegan Messing noticed the Japanese flag hadn't been raised and took it upon himself to help out. These interactions of the public with their sporting heroes are always heartwarming. This community used their heads and their muscles to help retrieve this crashed truck. Here's a double example of kindness. A massive alligator saving a kid from a softball, and the kid performing CPR on the alligator. NBA hero LeBron James accidentally collided with a waitress after a big win, but soon stopped the game to give her a much-needed hug.
Helping her up. It's all love here in Portland.
About to catch a huge fly ball, this player was intercepted by a young fan who couldn't believe his luck. Instead of getting mad, he gave the kid a fist bump. After a wheelchair-bound man rolled onto train tracks, bystanders jumped in to rescue him just before a train came. Snakes get thirsty too, so if you see one on a hot day, make sure you leave a little water out for them. At this protest, Good Samaritans were out in force, handing out free masks and supplies.
Please protect yourself. Thank you, man.
Sometimes the most neglected cats just need a little love and tender care to restore them to their best selves. This biker saw a cup of coffee perch on somebody's rear bumper. Not only did he collect it, he also returned it to the shocked owner. After a tornado, this man loaded up a truck full of food to cook for the people that lost everything.
I just figured I'd do what I can do. Show up with some food and some water.
This is the celebrity fan interaction that just makes you so happy. That kid will remember this day for the rest of his life. Just a bus driver and his youngest passenger vibing to their favorite song. After NBA player Gary Payton II accidentally knocked over a fan's drink,
What'd you have? A Truly?
he made it his personal mission to go get them another one. In the ultimate show of respect, one fighter carries her injured opponent off the ring on her back.
Absolutely, what a shame. Look at
this. This is...
Well, this is absolutely unbelievable.
This man saw a cat that was stranded in the water and offered it a means of escape. This woman gave out free sanitation packs to the homeless during the pandemic.
Hand sanitizer, vitamin C, don't touch your face, okay? You're welcome. Thank you for saying thank you, Queen.
For most 16-year-old dogs, playing in the snow would be way too much work, but not if you have the best dad in the world. Stuck with its horns around a tree, this poor creature needed the help of a kind stranger to set him free. After a clogged drain caused massive localized flooding, one driver took it upon himself to clear the drain. This house left an empty bucket for those who missed out on trick-or-treating, and most kids who visited make sure to leave a donation. Practicing his trampoline routine, this gymnast is lucky his coach was watching intently. This eco-warrior is planting thousands of trees after a wildfire burnt the area to the ground. When this backflip started to go bad, one eagle-eyed bystander stepped in to save his life. This judge recognized the defendant in a court case as her middle school classmate and showed mercy.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you there. I always wondered what happened to you, sir. He was the best kid in middle school. I used to play football with him, all the kids, and look what has happened. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
They say dogs are man's best friend. I think these two are inseparable. When a passerby noticed that the driver of a car was having a seizure, he pulled over to rescue the unconscious woman.
Give me an ambulance, 1300 block North Galena, 1300 block North Galena, and they'll have a seizure.
After noticing a raccoon trapped in a hot dumpster, this guy provided an escape route for the exhausted animal.
Don't close on yourself, baby.
This little girl is about to give her entire meal to someone who is in more need. This woman noticed a freezing dog on the side of the road and decided he needed her scarf more than she did. No one seemed to care as this girl struggled to walk on one leg. When traffic began to move, one kind lady stepped in to help out. This 87-year-old man saved up for months by selling candies to finally buy a bicycle. The kind shop owner decided he needed the bike more than she needed the money. At 97 years old, it was this man's dream to play a round of tennis with Rafael Nadal. Today, his dream came true. This cat waited at the water fountain for a kind stranger to walk past. When this guy noticed a broken down truck, he risked life and limb to make sure the guy got back to safety. This blind dog got fitted with a handy device that lets him navigate without headbutting into everything.
Do you not have your own laptop?
A library is the best place to find broke students and gift them with a free MacBook.
You can and you're going to.
When athletes get the chance to connect with their fans, special moments like this happen. This man was on a mission to refill the Halloween bowl at the front of someone else's house. After noticing a homeless man out in the cold near Christmas, this woman gifted him with the best present he's received in years. He couldn't contain his excitement. This wholesome moment right here is pure joy, a moment he'll never forget. At first, this looked like a drain maintenance tutorial, but there's something a lot more selfless going on. At certain sections of the US-Mexico border wall, seesaws are installed so children of different countries can play together. To coax this camel and her baby off the road, this man had to get a little inventive. Okay, I'm not crying, you're crying. At least we all know not all humans are bad. Like this video if it melted your cold heart too. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. See you next time.